Let's take the next few minutes in focusing on being the light. I'm Anna Hokangas, and it is my pleasure to be here with you today. So now just sit back and relax. And if you're in a place where you can close your eyes, please do so. Just take a couple of long, deep breaths. I invite you now to begin to let go. Let go of anything that does not match love. Knowing that we all have Let's take the next few minutes in focusing on being the light. I'm Anna Hokangas, and it is my pleasure to be here with you today. So now just sit back and relax. And if you're in a place where you can close your eyes, please do so. Just take a couple of long, deep breaths. I invite you now to begin to let go. Let go of anything that does not match love. Knowing that we all have these thoughts and feelings swarming around us. And we are also capable of going beyond them. And so I invite you to take just a few minutes with me. And so I invite you now to take just a few minutes with me and drop into your heart and imagine in your heart there's a light. Not your physical heart, but your spiritual heart. And that light is the light of God. It's the light of who you truly are. I invite you to imagine and visualize a candle flame, or a spotlight, or a torch, whatever you like, and that light is warm, and it's wonderful, and it's like coming home. It's your direct connection to the spirit that you are. And as you touch it, it's healing, and this light is so embracing and inviting that you just want to dive into it. Let it enfold you and caress you and love you and nurture you, and see it just fill you, because this is your true self. This is the true self that you are tapping into now. And the wonderful thing about this light is that the more you focus on it, the brighter it gets. The stronger it gets. The more it expands. So even without trying, allow this light to expand fill up your chest. And imagine your heart lighting up. And know that it is actually happening spiritually. That when you stop and focus on the love in your heart, everything starts to light up. And warm you. And fill you. And balance you out. This light now expands to your torso. And where there once seemed to be separate and distinct organs, there is now simply a healing light. Oh, that feels so good. See this light expand to your hips and buttocks and abdomen and groin area, down your legs and your feet, and into the earth. See it expand naturally to your shoulders and arms, and out your hands, as if you could heal anything this light comes in contact with. See it move up your throat, filling your head, expanding beyond your head. And now you see yourself not as a physical being, not as a physical body, but as a being of light. You are now made of energy. You are now made of spirit. And this feels good. And feel as this energy wants to extend way out in front of you. And behind you, until it's also to the left and to the right of you, and above you, and below you, so that wherever you look, there is light. Wherever you saw darkness or separation or emptiness, it is now entirely replaced by light. Where there was war on the planet, there is now light. Where there was illness, where there was dissension, whether it was poverty or lack, is now replaced in your consciousness by the presence of light, presence of love, the presence of God. So take a moment now just to rest in this healing energy. This is what you truly want. This is what you truly have been looking for. This is truly what you were born to experience. And it helps you to say, I am the light. And say that quietly to yourself now. I am the light. I am spirit. I am love. Feel the truth of these statements and know that you can remain in this consciousness even once this meditation is complete, if you choose. I now invite you to bring your awareness back to this room, to this time and space. Just take another breath or two and begin to feel yourself slipping back into your body, feeling your body. Notice how much you now feel lighter and freer, easier. This is your natural state. Your natural state is shining your light brightly, the light of love. And take another breath or two. And when you're ready, slowly wiggle your fingers a little bit. Wiggle your toes a little bit. Slowly let your eyes open and come back into your activity, into this glorious day, feeling renewed, refreshed, healed, better than you have ever felt before. Empowered to live the life you came to live. Please join with me in saying, and so it is. And so it is.
Blow me a kiss before you go. Blow me a kiss and I will know. Blow me a kiss before you go. Why wait until the end to Why wait until the end to tell me how you feel? Why wait until the end to love? Why wait until the end to show me how you feel? This is the universal peace song. This is the universal peace song. Whether you're right, whether you're wrong, you gotta sing a new song. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la. Let's sing about love, let's sing about peace, let's sing about all the good things here in heaven. La 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 la, la 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 la, La 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 la. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the greatest one of all? It's me, it's me, it's me. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the greatest one of all? It's you, it's you, it's you. This is the universal peace song. I'll blow a kiss.
I am revealing heaven on earth, heaven on earth, heaven on earth. I am revealing heaven on earth, heaven on earth, heaven on earth. I am revealing heaven on earth, heaven on earth, heaven on earth. Spirit and love. I am revealing spirit and love, spirit and love, spirit and love. I am revealing wisdom and light, wisdom and light, wisdom and light. Healing and I am revealing healing and peace, healing and peace, healing and peace, and freedom and joy. I am revealing freedom and joy, freedom and joy, freedom and joy. I am revealing heaven on earth, heaven on earth, heaven on earth. I am thy hands, I am thine eyes, I am spirit on earth, I am strong, I am wise. Try that. I am thy hands, I am thine eyes, I am spirit on earth, I am strong, I am wise. Yes. I am thy hands, I am thine eyes, I am spirit This is another sing-along, so anytime you want to join in, you're welcome. If I can love God, then I can love myself.
If I can love God,
Then I can start to
If I can love God.
the
if I can love God,
world. If I can love God, then I can love myself. Then I can start to love the world. That's it. If I can love God, then I can love myself. Then I can myself as glorious, for I see with the eyes of Today I see myself as beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. Today I see myself as beautiful, for I see with the eyes of God. Let me walk in my brother's shoes. Oh, let me walk in my brother's shoes. Let me walk in my brother's shoes, and let me grieve his heart no more. Let me walk in my brother's shoes. Oh, let me walk in my brother's shoes. Let me walk in my brother's shoes, and let me grieve his heart no more. Let me cry with my mother's tears. Oh, let me cry with my mother's tears. Oh, let me cry with my mother's tears, and let me grieve her heart no more. Let me fly on my father's wings. Oh, let me fly on my father's wings. Oh, let me fly. Let me walk in my brother's shoes. Oh, let me walk in my brother's shoes. Oh, let me walk in my brother's shoes, and let me grieve his heart.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Mother's Day to those mothers who are here today, all the mothers who are out there, all those people who have been mothers, even though they're not biological mothers. And I heard aunts make the best mothers too. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. I am Marcia Daly. I'm your host for today, and we welcome you, everybody who's here in the sanctuary, everyone online, to worship with us at Unity Spiritual Center of Hamilton. And as always, we begin with Emilio. He's going to sing Get Out of the Way, written by Eddie Watkins.
This is our theme song. Get us going. Run around fixing this and that, giving it up to God and then taking it back. Just release and let it go. You don't even have to think about it no more. Get out of the way, out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way, and let God do its thing. That's it, you got it. Look like the weight of the world's on your back. Just take a deep breath and cut yourself some slack. All that drama ain't good for you. You couldn't change what is if you wanted to. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. sun's gonna shine and the river's gonna flow. The tide's gonna ride without your say-so. The universe is working and the good is flowing. You don't plant a seed, then dig it up to see if it's growing. It's out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way and let God do its thing.
I like that. I love that. Okay, before I introduce Reverend Ann, I'd like to announce that we will be doing the draw for today for the person who is traveling to Unity Village in May 2022. So I'm going to call Jean to come on up.
She doesn't have her earphones.
She's listening to the service on her. Yes.
Remember, Jean, no running.
And as we wait for Jean to make her way to the front, let's do the Jeopardy song. Do 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 do.
There's the box.
Okay, I was going to pick the drink.
Sorry, I thought we were going to do it later.
Okay, so for transparency, I'm going to shake everything up. Can you pick one?
Okay, here we go.
Oh, that's a big one.
And it says Margot Jameson.
Yay!
So,
She's never been. Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Margot, if you're listening, it's you. If you're not listening and a friend of Margot is listening, call her, text her, email her, and we will do that too if nobody else responds. So I'm going to invite Reverend Ann Ahokangas to lead us in our service today.
I can clap for myself, right? Hi, everybody. It's so great to see you here today, and it is Mother's Day. How wonderful is that? And we've all had mothers, right? At least one. And we are also mothers in our own lives. We create our life through our thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. So we are actually mothering our life all the time. So let's take a look. Is there anybody new? Yes. Very nice to have you here. We have a special gift for you. Just ask Jean for it at the end, and she will get it to you. And for those of you online, if you're here for the first time, please put a note in the comment section or in the live chat. Let us know you're here. We'd love to say hello and love to get to know you. So let's begin with our opening intention, which is our form of affirmative prayer. And close your eyes if that's comfortable. And just take a deep breath and set aside your whirling thoughts. Move your attention to your heart center. For this is where I believe that God resides. And in this moment, in this connection with the divine that breathes and lives and is me, I sit in gratitude. I sit in gratitude for having had the opportunity to live this beautiful life through having had a mother, having a mother, and also being the mother of my own life. And it's from this place of absolute divine awesomeness that I feel the joy fill up in my body. The joy for being able to choose again if I've chosen in ways that don't serve me any longer. The opportunity to be grateful for everything that is working and wonderful in my life. For the knowing that life is full of possibilities and that I am at the helm of this reality that I call my life. So in this moment, I let go. I let it be so. Please join with me in affirming. And so it is. And let's sing this together if that's comfortable. I will surrender.
I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live my life that's real and true and free, as I continue walking in this mystery. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am grateful every moment, every day. There may be walls, there may be roadblocks in my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know that what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am kinder every moment, every day, and I'm more loving every moment, every day. I will surrender every moment, every day.
Our reading from the Absolute Word for today, the word is blessing mothers, and the affirmation, I bless all mothers everywhere. And we're using this with the permission of Mr. Hasselbeck, Reverend Hasselbeck. When I think of mothers, experiences of love, gentleness, nurturance, and compassion flood my memory. Even when I did not experience these qualities from my biological mother, she did give me life. I give thanks for all those inspiring mothers who did touch my life. To my mother and everyone who has blessed me with a mother's care, I wrap you in kindness and love. I am grateful for your presence in my life and for any sacrifices you made that gave me the opportunity to grow and learn. You taught me the power of love, gentleness, and the strength found in giving. You taught me by example how to be true to myself. I enfold you with thoughts and feelings of infinite love and peace as I join with others in gratitude and joy today. I bless all mothers everywhere.
All right. We're going to do this song twice, by the way. We move from fear to faith when we gather together to pray for the healing of the world and the dawning of a brighter day. We move from fear to faith. Now you can sing it with me. We move from fear to faith when we gather together to pray for the healing of this world and the dawning of a brighter day. We move from fear. Yeah, we move from fear. Yeah, we move from fear. Yeah, we move from fear. Move from fear to faith. Woo! All right, that's the first time now. We're gonna do it again. From fear to faith. Told you. We move from fear to faith when we gather together to pray for the healing of this world and the dawning of a brighter day. We move from fear to faith. Sing it. We move from fear to faith when we gather together to pray for the healing of this world and the dawning of a brighter day. We move from fear. Yeah, we move from fear. Yeah, we move from fear. Yeah, we move from fear. Move from fear to faith. Woo! From fear to faith. From fear to faith.
Wonderful. Well, this month we've been looking at emotions, and today we're going to look at moving from fear to love. And what does that mean? So, in miracles, the presence of fear is a sure sign that you are trusting in your own strength. The awareness that there is nothing to fear shows that somewhere in your mind, though not necessarily in a place you recognize as yet, you have remembered God and let His strength take the place of your weakness. The instant you are willing to do this, there is indeed nothing to fear. And it sounds so easy, doesn't it? The idea that let's just toss away all that fear and trust God. That's a tough one, I know. For too long, many of us have allowed fear to upset our lives and prevent us from our good. And really, fear does that. It's almost like you close the door to the possibilities because you don't even see them when you close the door. We have to change the story and allow love to lead the way instead of following fear. And it is a choice. So I'd like to look at that today. So we're going to look a little bit more at the Course in Miracles, and then what it has to say about love and fear, and what I have to say about love and fear, and about Mother Teresa, since it is Mother's Day. So full screen here, Randy. So this is from A Course in Miracles. Whenever you are afraid, it is a sure sign that you have allowed your mind to miscreate and have not allowed me to guide it. And A Course in Miracles is apparently a channeled text from Jesus. And so he is speaking here based on the book. And how many of us stop when we're afraid and really allow for the voice of wisdom, which is that sometimes really quiet whisper within us, to guide us instead of the fear that is really yelling and really loud? It's kind of hard to hear it at times, isn't it? It's to have a tool, whatever that might be, to stop in the midst of that fear and allow for whatever the truth is to come bubbling up. And it is quiet and it is soft. And sometimes it's easy to say, but no, I want to be afraid right now. Have you ever noticed that? Yeah, all of us have. So before you choose to do anything, ask me if your choice is in accord with mine. If you are sure it is, there will be no fear. And I invite you to consider that as you move forward in the rest of this month, in your life. When you're feeling fearful, what does the voice of love have to say? We all walk around with two voices. And that have more than two voices, maybe you should see a doctor. I'm teasing. There's a voice in us that traps us in a prison or a dungeon or darkness, and a voice that makes us feel free and expansive. And both of those voices are available to us all of the time. And it's which one you choose to follow. Every statement you make is a choice on which voice you follow. Every statement that you make, every thought that you have. We have many thoughts. Why not try all these thoughts on for size? So when something comes up, ask it, okay, is this a fearful thought or is this a loving thought? Which one of these thoughts that you're having empowers you? Which thought that you have, it heals you? And which one works for you? And you will know by how you feel in your body. We talked last week about how our emotions are physical. And so when you have a thought, you will feel it in your body as being constrictive or as expansive. And one is fear, the other is love. Thinking is like trying on a suit of clothes or a dress, and it can be when you're doing it deliberately. You put some thoughts on for size, and they make you feel tiny and broken, and others that make you feel powerful. So tell me a thought that you might have that makes you feel powerful. What might it be? I can do this. Anyone else? Yes. Just yes. So let's look at love and fear. We always have two choices, ego or spirit. And in other words, fear or love.
Place to talk about.
And before I go into that, this is a really cute excerpt. It's not a really great video in quality, but it's a really great excerpt from Alan Cohen. And he talks about Pete the Duck. And then I'd like to expand on that.
Place to talk about Pete the Duck. You have a story about Pete the Duck living on an organic farm and how everybody perceived his squawking to mean what's going on in their heads.
Yeah. Well, I'll answer the question first and give the example. So we have to shift from mostly left brain thinking to right brain thinking. We've been taught that the intellect is the only way to answer questions. And really, at some point, our creativity and our imagination and our intuition offers us entree to much vaster realms than the intellect can offer us. So now back to Pete the duck. I lived on a farm once, and we had this little duck named Pete, and he would sit between the bunkhouse and the main house and quack at people as they were walking back and forth. So one morning I was sitting on the porch watching people go to breakfast, and the first lady to pass Pete was rather overweight. And Pete goes, quack, 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 quack. And she goes, always quacking for more food, Pete. Why don't you stay on your diet? I said, well, isn't it interesting? Overweight sees Pete quacking, she thinks he's overeating. The next lady to pass was a professional singer. And as Pete quacked her, she goes, oh, Pete, thank you for singing me a morning song. Interesting. The third guy was a very intellectual architect who had drawn up the plans for this place. And as Pete quacked at him, he goes, Pete, always questions, Pete. How about some answers for a change?
Poor Pete.
And I thought, wow, all these people just projected onto Pete their own issues. And I thought, what if that's the entire way the world is? What if, the Course in Miracles says, point blank, this is one of the most stark statements the Course makes. It says, there is no world. It says, there is no world. And what it's saying is that what we believe is the world is really a blank slate onto which we project all of our beliefs, our fears and our loves and our concerns and our joys. And we make up stories about what the world is based upon what's going on in here. That's why the only place to heal the world is starting from in here, because if you just try to manipulate chess pieces, you're going to fail. If you work with inside out, then you have a chance.
Interesting, isn't it? And so really, we do see the world based on what's going on inside. That's why they say, what you think about me is none of my business, because it's all about your business. So the world is really a blank slate onto which we project all our beliefs, is what he said. Our fears, our loves, our concerns, and our joys. We make up stories about what the world is based on what goes on in our minds. That's why the only way to heal the world is starting from within. And so it seems helpless sometimes. You hear about a war, you hear about terrible things going on out there. The only place that you can affect a difference is within you first. If you try to manipulate the world out there, you're going to fail, he says. If you work from inside out, then you have a chance. And that's really the faith, isn't it? Having the faith to know that just being who you are and being love in any moment is enough. It's more than enough. Thinking is actually what makes our world. In every situation, A Course in Miracles says, he is you, as in you are me and I am you. Whatever you see out there is also going on within you. So if what you see out there isn't pleasing to you, what in you isn't pleasing? And as you start to change that, you start to change how you see the world and how the world shows up for you. So here's a tool. Ask, how long do I want to hang out in this? Perhaps it's a fearful situation. Perhaps you're feeling critical or judgmental or something that isn't loving. Do I want to be pissed, angry, afraid over this situation for an hour, 10 minutes, or can I let it go now? And sometimes I know, I want to sit in it for a while. I just want to be there. And then there are other times where when I realize I'm there, it's easy to say, okay, I'm ready to let this go. I don't know how, but I know the spirit within knows how. And so as soon as I open up to the opportunity for love to transform, it does. Tool number 2, if I can recognize that I too have behaved this way at some point, allows for some compassion. Because there are things that people do, and you might say, thank God I don't do that anymore. But it still bothers you. But you can be so much compassionate to someone else's behavior and love them anyway, in spite of how they behave. And that in itself, that loving them in spite of their behavior, sometimes is the most beautiful thing that you can do. We always meet ourselves wherever we go. Wherever we go. If you're filled with joy where you go, that's the joy in you reflecting back. If you feel uncomfortable or afraid, that's the fear and the discomfort within you that's reflecting back. Now, I'm not saying stay there. It could truly be scary. Get the heck out. But just to recognize that the world is really mirroring back. So Mother Teresa, this is a video clip that I really enjoyed. And it speaks to prayer, and it speaks to the idea that all mothers to some degree have had to face fear in their lives. Sometimes just the idea of being pregnant and surviving a pregnancy. But Mother Teresa takes it a step further as she has taken on, or did take on, the role of almost being the mother of the world. And where she could, she helped. And so this is a Catholic priest, I believe, who is talking about someone who knew Mother Teresa and this situation, and I think it's brilliant. So this is full screen here, Randy.
I was on an 8-day silent retreat in Chicago, just me and Jesus, lots of one-on-one time. And one of the spiritual directors for this retreat, his name is Monsignor John Esseff. And he is a famous priest. He was a friend of Padre Pio and a spiritual director of Mother Teresa. And so whenever he speaks, I really listen. And he's 93 years old, and this man is on fire with the love of God still. It's like so good to see. And he said, today I'd like to share with all of you the first time I met Mother Teresa. And so I want to share this story with you today because it is so good. Monsignor Esseff was working for the Vatican in Lebanon in 1982, and Mother Teresa arrived in Lebanon with a special purpose. She had one goal. There was a news story in which there was a group of 36 physically and mentally disabled children who had been abandoned in a children's hospital in West Beirut. Bombs had hit the hospital, and so all of the children, all of the medical staff had to flee. And West Beirut at the time had been bombed by the Israeli army for over 3 months under Ariel Sharon. He had this operation for Galilee, in which he was trying to drive out the Palestine Liberation Organization. So West Beirut for 3 months had been the subject of bombing. And so Mother Teresa heard in the news about these 36 children in this children's hospital, and she flew from India 4,000 kilometers to Lebanon to get these children out of West Beirut into safety. And so here's this 71-year-old nun, 4'9", frail, hunched over, Mother Teresa, in this big conference room with military leaders, politicians, Catholic priests. And she said she demanded that she get a fleet of Red Cross trucks to go immediately the next day into West Beirut and rescue these children. And one after another, Monsignor Esseff recalls them giving explanations why, okay, Mother, you can't do it. Like, a priest recently tried to go into West Beirut and he was killed. And they just one after another give all of these explanations. And so the priest says, okay, Mother, this is just a nice idea, but we can't do it at this time. And she said, this is not an idea. This is our duty. We must get these children one by one and bring them to safety. All for Jesus. We have to risk our lives. And then the U.S. ambassador spoke up, and the U.S. ambassador said, okay, Mother, it's impossible for you to cross at this time. We have to get a ceasefire for any opportunity for you to cross the border with trucks. And there's no chance we could get that for tomorrow. And then Mother Teresa told the ambassador, but I've prayed to Our Lady, and she promised that I would get a ceasefire tomorrow. So it's like, okay, Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa then said, I'm going to go pray. And that night, 9:30 p.m., Monsignor Esseff and all the Missionary of Charity nuns gathered together for prayer. They all kneeled down at 9:30. They expose the Blessed Sacrament on the altar, and usually they pray for an hour before they go to bed. So Monsignor Esseff's kneeling there, praying with Mother Teresa. 10:30 hits, She's still there, praying, not moving at all. 11:30, still there. 12:30, and he's thinking, okay, Mother, it's past midnight. Let's go to bed. Not moving. And the bomb, you can still hear the bombs. You can still hear the noise. 1:30, 2:30, 3:30. Finally, at 4:30 a.m., they pulled an all-nighter in prayer. There's silence, dead silence. 5:30, still dead silence. 6:30, still silent. 7 a.m., phone call. Mother Teresa, you got your miracle. We have a ceasefire. You can go into West Beirut. We have Red Cross trucks coming for you. And so Monsignor SF, this 93-year-old priest, begins to start crying as he shares how moving it was to go with Mother Teresa into West Beirut, and one by one, you can still watch it, there's actual footage online, the care and love in which each one of these sisters took these physically and mentally disabled children who were just paralyzed by fear into the Red Cross trucks, got them safely into Lebanon. So as Monsignor SF shared, I was like, this is a good story. And I'm just blown away at the extreme love to which Mother Teresa showed to a group of people she'd never even met before.
It's a pretty awesome story, isn't it? And that's a very large story. Let's be large today. Why don't we take a moment to just be peace and be the love that we wish to see in the world, with all the things that are going on. So I invite you, as I speak this in the first person, to join with me in consciousness. And close your eyes if that's comfortable. As I breathe and relax into this moment, I know there is only one divine essence, one spirit, and it always responds with love and with a resounding yes. And as I become the love that I wish to see in the world, it permeates out from me and heals all the places that are calling for love. It brings joy, peace, compassion, and all the good things that Spirit is. And so I take a moment to allow the love that flows through me, an infinite supply, to flow out from me, out into the world around me, into the city that I am in, and beyond to the world. I see the love that I am flowing through me and surrounding the globe, bringing the peace and love and joy and compassion that already exists. As I share this light, it expands. My heart is filled with gratitude as I know that my being love, my being peace, is transforming the world and revealing the love that already exists. So with a grateful heart, filled with joy and compassion and love, I move through this day knowing that I am enough and who I am is enough. I am the peace. I am the love. I am the hands and feet of Spirit. I am one with mind. This mind that is everyone's mind. And I let go. I leave the how to love. And I let it be so. Please join with me in affirming. And so it is. So we looked at A Course in Miracles. It's a really good, interesting study. You can get books to study A Course in Miracles if you're interested. It really does promote the idea of personal well-being and love and also ultimately creates a better world for everyone. And we looked at Mother Teresa, who, like us, was just an ordinary person, but had tremendous faith. So I hope you move towards this week, towards everything that you have going on, and choose love instead of fear. Would you be willing to say this one with me? Love works and fear stops. When I choose love, I am truly living in alignment with who I was born to be. Everything that comes from love works. Everything that comes from fear doesn't. And so it is. And let's sing If I Were Brave, because sometimes that's what it takes.
What would I do if I knew that I could not fail? If I believed, would the wind always fill up my sails? How far would I go? What could I achieve? Trusting the hero in me. If I were brave, I'd walk the razor's edge where true believers dare to tread. I'd never lose faith, even when losing my way. What step would I take today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What if we're all meant to do what we secretly dream? What would you ask if you knew you could have anything? Like the mighty oak sleeps in the heart of the sea, are there miracles in you and me? You know there are. If I were brave, I'd walk the razor's edge where true believers dare to tread. I'd never lose faith, even when losing my way. What step would I take today if I were brave? Sing and ask yourself this question. What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? If I refuse to listen to the voice of fear, but the voice of courage whisper in my ear, maybe this is what I'd hear. I am brave enough to move ahead where true believers dare to tread. I'd never lose faith, even when losing my way. What step will I take today? I am brave. What will I do today? I
every week he takes it out the park. Thank you, Emilio. And thank you, Reverend Anne. And what are your takeaways today? Are you as excited as I am with what I learned today? I had an oops moment. I had to make a decision, but I'd already made up my mind this is how I want it. So when you said, before you choose to do anything, ask me if your choice is in accordance with mine, I went, oops. However, it felt expansive, so I think I'm on the right track. And what else did I take away? To recognize when I'm eager to point a finger or blame someone, that have I behaved like this before at some point? And then I have compassion for myself and I have compassion for the other party involved. So you can ponder on your takeaways as we move to give back a portion of that which we have received. And while you prepare, let's have a moment of silence. We are indeed in gratitude for all that we have received, and so I invite you to say with me, divine love that I am, blesses all I give and all I receive. And
And so here's a song for all mothers. This is a song with Jim Brickman. Thank you for watching over me. All of those sleepless nights you lay awake. Thank you for knowing when to hold me close and when to let me go. Thank you for every stepping stone and for the path that always leads me home. I thank you for the time you took to see the heart inside of me. You gave me the roots to start this life, and then you gave me wings to fly. And I learned to dream because you believe in me. There's no power like it on this earth, no treasure equal to its worth. The gift of a mother's love. Thank you for every sunlit day that filled the corners of my memory. Thank you for every selfless unsung deed I know you did for me. Thank you for giving me the choice to search my soul till I could find my voice. And I thank you for teaching me to be strong enough to bend. You gave me the roots to start this life, and then you gave me wings to fly. And I learned to dream because you believe in me. There's no power like it on this earth, no treasure equal to its worth. The gift of a mother's love. I thank God for a mother's love.
I should inform you that for anyone who's hearing impaired, we do have monitors that you can use when you're in the sanctuary that will allow you to hear everything better. So be sure to ask if that's your situation. And I'd like to announce that next Sunday, May 15th, we're having Super Sunday. So I didn't spell this correctly, but it's spelled S-O-U-P-E-R. Super Sunday. So we're having soup. So we invite you to join us. And if you'd like to bring something to go along with the soup, we will accept it. And now remember that we're here to pray with you, whether it's a prayer of celebration, gratitude, support, anything that's on your mind, we will hold that prayer in our hearts for you. And you may submit your prayers to prayer@unityspiritualcenter.com. And so our service comes to an end. We thank you for your presence, both in person and online, and we'll close with our prayer of protection.
So let's read this together if that's comfortable. The light of God surrounds you. I am the light. The love of God enfolds you. I am the love. The power of God protects you. I am the power. The presence of God watches over you. I am the presence. Wherever you are, God is. Wherever I am, God is. And all is well. Amen. And let's sing together, Let There Be Peace on Earth, knowing that it's already true.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that is meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
So thank you everyone for joining us today, and for those of you online, thank you so much. We'll see you next week, and remember, I love you. Bye for now.